The clock ticked closer to midnight and the anticipation bubbled within me. The air buzzed with excitement as the city prepared to welcome the new year. I strolled down the bustling streets, watching people in their finest attire, laughter echoing around me. The city square was a sea of lights and joyous faces. The countdown began, and the crowd erupted into cheers. 10, 9, 8. The voices chimed in unison. Suddenly, amidst the fervor, I noticed a peculiar figure standing at the edge of the square. It was a cloaked silhouette watching the celebrations with an eerie stillness. My curiosity piqued. I edged closer, the figure's presence sending shivers down my spine. 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. The deafening roar of the crowd masked my footsteps as I approached the mysterious figure. Before I could say anything, the figure turned toward me, revealing a face hidden beneath the hood, a face that sent chills down my spine. It was pale, with haunting eyes that seemed to hold untold secrets. "Welcome to the threshold," the figure whispered in a chilling tone. Startled, I stepped back, my heart pounding in my chest. "What do you mean?" The figure merely smiled, a smile that didn't reach its unsettling eyes. "Tonight marks the beginning and the end, a night of choices, of paths diverged." Confused and unnerved, I tried to shake off the strange encounter. I joined the crowd, reveling in the joyous festivities, but the encounter lingered in the back of my mind. As the night progressed, the city's euphoria transformed into a somber haze. The revelers began to disperse, heading home or to after-parties. I, too, decided to call it a night and began my journey home through the deserted streets. The city, once alive with celebration, now felt eerie in its silence. I quickened my pace, eager to escape the unsettling atmosphere. But as I turned the corner, I found myself in an unfamiliar alley, the buildings looming like silent sentinels. Panic clawed at me as I realized I was lost. I tried retracing my steps, but the alleys seemed to twist and turn, leading me further into the labyrinth of darkness. Footsteps echoed behind me, quickening my heartbeat. I dared not look back, fearing what I might see. In a desperate attempt to find my way, I stumbled upon an old, decrepit door partially ajar. With no other option, I pushed it open and entered, hoping for sanctuary. The room was dimly lit by flickering candles, casting dancing shadows on the walls. My breath hitched as I noticed the figure from earlier standing in the corner, cloaked in shadows. "You've stumbled into the crossroads," the figure whispered, its voice echoing in the silence. Terror gripped me as I realized the gravity of the situation. "What do you want from me?" The figure stepped forward, its eyes glinting in the candlelight. "A choice, a decision that will shape your fate." I trembled, feeling the weight of the moment. "What choice?" "You must choose," the figure intoned. "Between the life you know and the unknown. Embrace the path that leads to the familiar, or venture into the unknown, where your destiny awaits." My mind raced, torn between fear and curiosity. Before I could respond, the figure extended a hand, offering a choice. As I hesitated, the figure's form began to blur, fading into the shadows. Panic surged within me as I reached out, grasping the offered hand. Suddenly, a blinding light enveloped me, and the world around me dissolved into a whirlwind of images and sensations. When the light receded, I found myself back in the city square, the crowd cheering around me. Breathless and disoriented, I searched for the figure, but it was nowhere to be found. Had it all been a dream? A trick of the mind? But then I felt something in my hand, a small, ancient-looking coin. As I examined it, a chill ran down my spine. For engraved on the coin were the words, "Your fate, your choice." As the realization dawned, the festive cheers around me turned into distant echoes. I had made my choice, but the consequences of that decision remained veiled in uncertainty, haunting me as the new year dawned.